Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Today's practice is centered around the idea of ahimsa, so that nonviolence, that loving kindness towards ourselves and others. So, within this practice, cultivating that sense of loving kindness, um, adding maybe some intuitive movements where you feel drawn to move in a certain way that feels super nourishing for you. So we will kind of play with that today. Um, if you do have blocks, I would recommend having them at the top of your mat where we can easily reach for them. If you don't have blocks, maybe just something that you can kind of lift up to offer space if you would like. I think it's a loving act to kind of use props in that way um, to help support the body. So let's go ahead and begin in child's pose, taking the knees wide, the feet kind of together, and we'll come down to with the forehead on the mat, and let's go ahead and make a diamond shape with those arms, kind of relaxing the shoulders down the back body. Begin to feel the body within this posture where it's weighted down. And see if you can take the most loving breath you've taken all day, really breathing in, filling the low back, feeling the ribs expand along the knees or the thighs. And as you exhale, just gently sigh it out. Feel the navel kind of pull up and in towards the heart. Let's take a few more deep breaths like this, just really to ground in, to really set the intention that you're here to move in a way that is loving, that is kind to your body right here, right now. Good. One more breath. Let your next inhale gently lift you up, come to all fours. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Fingers are spread super wide. Let's come into a loving cat-cow here. Just pulling that navel in, keeping some integrity within the belly, and then letting the belly fall, looking forward, shoulder blades glide down the back body. You can even tuck the toes if that offers space. And then as you exhale, really round and push the mat away. Good. Finding the rhythm with your breath. And see how you could maybe rock side to side, forward and back. Slow this down in a way that feels super loving, where you begin to tune in to how the body wants to move. Keep breathing. Good. And we'll come to neutral spine. And then just gently look over your right shoulder and kind of bump the hips towards the left, like you're looking towards your right foot. Breathe into the left side body. As you exhale, we'll switch, come to the other side, looking over that left shoulder now, looking towards the left foot. Breathe into the right side body. Exhale, come back to center. We'll tuck the toes and lift the hips, downward facing dog. So moving gently here. Again, tuning in. How could you move lovingly within this posture? Honoring where the body is at right now in this moment. And then we'll gently step or carry that right foot to the outer right edge of the upper part of the mat and lower that left knee down. So you're kind of coming into a bit of a lizard pose, and bring those blocks underneath the hands if you have them. And this is where I'd like you to kind of tune in, see what your body is feeling like you need or want in this moment. Rocking side to side, and then maybe exploring kind of bringing the hips back so that leg is at a diagonal, flexing that right foot, and then coming back forward. So you could kind of alternate between the rock and the push back, staying connected with your breath. How can you breathe and move in a way that is loving and kind to your body in this moment? Next time you come forward, we'll gently hold here. Really breathe into that left hip flexor. Pull the navel in slightly. And then we'll gently tuck the toes. We'll step forward into a wide-legged forward fold, bringing that left foot up to the outer edge. You can kind of move the blocks forward so that the forehead and the head can just hang loose. You can rock side to side. Beautiful. And slowly begin to roll up, taking your time, coming all the way to stand. Roll the shoulders out. You can bring the feet underneath the hips, kind of finding that balance between the right and the left foot. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hold on to that left wrist and reach towards the right side, coming into a side bend here, really breathing into that left side body, opening up through the heart. Next inhale lifts you up to center. Exhale, hold on to the right wrist and reach over to the left. Again, breathing into the right side body. Again, a generous or soft bend in those knees. Inhale lifts you up to center. Exhale, bring the body all the way down, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe use the blocks and really telescope the spine forward. Exhale, lower. Plant the hands, step the right foot back. Take a moment, find your grounding. Make sure you're not on railroad tracks here. And really press into that back heel. I want you to kind of connect with that loving strength as you lift into a high lunge. Good. Moving the arms with the breath. The arms are an extension of our heart chakra. So we'll inhale, really expand, open slowly. As you exhale, kind of pull the arms forward and down. So we can do that fast. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Good. Inhale. Lift the arms up. Exhale, pull that positive, loving energy down to the heart. One more time. Inhale. Arms down, around and up. Exhale, pull. I want you to just hold this energy at the heart center. Balancing out our light and our dark. Holding this. Put the palms together. And then slowly twist. You can keep the hands at prayer if you'd like. You can open the hands. Again, what feels most loving. Or you can bring that right elbow down to the left thigh, coming into a twist. So again, keep that activation through that back foot. Lovingly breathe. Maybe when something becomes challenging, a pose or life, how do we meet ourselves with compassion in those moments? Like now, maybe do you lower a knee? Do you come up and open the arms? It can change. It can be different from moment to moment. So tune in. Good. One more breath. And gently release. Frame that left foot. We'll step or bring that left knee back to the mat. Lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale lifts you up to child's pose. Just take a moment to notice, without judgment, just being the witness, coming back to this pose, noticing if there's anything different from when we began, any shifts within the mind, within the body. And on your next inhale, slowly lift, coming to all fours. And tuck the toes, we'll come into downward facing dog. Just lovingly move here or find stillness. Let this be your expression of movement within this pose. And then we'll step or carry that left foot up to the outer edge, the left side of the mat. Lower that right knee. Find your blocks or whatever you're using to kind of offer that support, that space. And again, find what feels good. Rocking side to side. Can you really move in a way that feels loving? Breathe in a way where like that love is just filling each cell. Just really expanding and creating space within the body and the mind. So you're allowed to go off script here, to feel into what is best for you in this moment. And the next time you come forward, we'll gently hold, breathing space into the top or into the outer front right hip. And then we'll gently step into that wide-legged forward fold, tuck the back toes, bring the right foot up to the outer right edge, move the blocks or whatever you have, and find that forward fold here. Can sway, can rock the head, yes, no, just releasing any tension, anything that's heavy. And we'll slowly begin to roll up. Again, rolling the shoulders, bringing the feet underneath the hips, finding the balance between the right and the left. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hold on to the left wrist and reach towards the right side. This time, if you'd like, you can step that left foot behind the right and kind of deepen into that left side body. Breathe. Next inhale, back to center, uncross the legs. Exhale, go to the other side, holding onto the right wrist, reaching towards the left. Again, you can step that right foot behind, deepening the stretch on the right side body. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You can set the hands on the blocks. Lengthen through the back of the heart. Exhale, fold. And then step the left foot back. Take a moment. Find your grounding. Moving lovingly is also supporting us and finding that grounding before, preparing for things that we need to. So coming up into that high lunge. Really press into that back heel. Again, we'll inhale the arms down, around, and up. Exhale, pull the hands down to heart center, palms touch, coming to the heart. Inhale, lift, arms down, around and up. Exhale, pull that loving energy down to the heart. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Hold here for a moment. Again, coming into your version of the twist. If you want to twist to the right with the hands still at the heart, or open the arms, or bring the palms together, left elbow to right thigh. Continue to breathe. How can you meet yourself with love and compassion, even when things get challenging? Stay connected to your breath. One more breath. And we'll gently lower that back knee if it isn't already. Frame that right foot, right knee to the mat. Lower all the way to the belly, elbows stay close, press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, child's pose. And once more, taking a moment to notice with a loving attention what is present within the mind and the body. Just taking a moment to be the witness. Any thoughts, any feelings, emotions. Know that when we meet challenges and hard or difficult situations, that's when we need love the most. Option to stay here as long as you'd like. Or if you need to get going, we'll slowly lift and we'll come to a seated position. Taking a moment to honor this practice with loving kindness, bringing the hands at heart center, uniting the right and the left, the light and the dark, the feminine and the masculine, and loving all parts, all versions of who you are and who you are becoming. I send you love and light. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. I hope that you enjoyed that practice, cultivating a sense of love and honor with who you are and where you are within your life. If you did like this practice, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot to me. And again, if you have any comments or any suggestions, I always love to hear from you guys. And as always, share on lightly.